Since its launch in 2009, Bitcoin has generated controversy, as have the other cryptocurrencies that came after it. Cryptocurrency is being viewed by some, especially in the developing world, as a safe haven amid economic storms, while being heavily condemned for its volatility, its usage in questionable transactions, and the extravagant use of electricity to mine it. El Salvador was the first nation to adopt it as legal tender in September 2021, and the Central African Republic did the same in April of this year. However, as more individuals use cryptocurrencies as an investment or a lifeline, criticisms of them have persisted and taken the form of a variety of usage limitations. The legal position of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies varies greatly from nation to nation, and in others, the situation is still not clearly defined or is continually shifting. In this video, we will discuss about cryptocurrency as legal or illegal around the world. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Cryptocurrency regulations around the world. As the use of cryptocurrencies grows, so are the restrictions that have been put in place to control them globally. It might be challenging to stay up to date with the laws in many international jurisdictions because the crypto landscape is continuously changing. We've put up this guide to assist you in navigating the wide range of Bitcoin rules, legislative attitudes, and actions around the world. Find out how various countries regulate coins and exchanges and whether they have any pending legislation that might influence how they view cryptocurrency. United States. The U.S. is making headway in creating federal cryptocurrency legislation, despite the fact that it is challenging to find a consistent legal approach at the state level. On the grounds that cryptocurrency tokens are other value that substitutes for cash, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which does not consider cryptocurrencies to be legal tender, considers cryptocurrency exchanges to be money transmitters. The Internal Revenue Service has published tax guidance defining Bitcoin as a digital representation of value that operates as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and/or a store of value despite the fact that it is not regarded as legal cash by the IRS. Canada. Although they are not considered legal cash in Canada, cryptocurrencies can be used to pay for products and services online or at merchants that accept them. Canada has taken a somewhat proactive approach to the regulation of cryptocurrencies, mainly enforcing provincial securities rules. The Proceeds of Crime Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Act was first implemented in Canada in 2014, and the British Columbia Securities Commission registered the first cryptocurrency-only investment fund in 2017. The Canadian Securities Administrators published a notice in August 2017 regarding the applicability of current securities laws to cryptocurrencies. And in January 2018, the Governor of Canada's central bank declared that cryptocurrencies technically fall under the purview of securities. Since 2013, the Canada Revenue Agency has taxed cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin transactions are subject to Canadian tax regulations. Singapore. Trading and exchanging cryptocurrencies is allowed in Singapore, and the city-state has adopted a more tolerant stance on the subject than some of its nearby neighbors. Despite the fact that cryptocurrencies are not regarded as legal cash, Singapore's tax authority views bitcoins as goods and as such applies the Goods and Services Tax, which is the country's equivalent of the VAT. The Monetary Authority of Singapore made it clear in 2017 that while it did not have the authority to regulate virtual currencies, it would do so if digital tokens were deemed to be securities. Moss warned the public in 2020 about the dangers of investing in cryptocurrency products despite taking an impartial stance. In 2022, Moss issued instructions to crypto service providers that virtually forbade them from advertising their services to the general public, reinforcing this warning. Australia. In Australia, exchanges and cryptocurrencies are permitted, and the nation has been forward-thinking in putting rules into place. Australia's government formally legalized cryptocurrencies in 2017, and it specified that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with similar properties shall be regarded as property and be subject to capital gains tax. The Australian government's progressive stance on the cryptocurrency issue is seen in the shift in tax treatment for cryptocurrencies, which had previously been subject to contentious double taxation under the GST. Japan. Currently, Japan has the most progressive cryptocurrency regulations in the world, and the Payment Services Act recognizes Bitcoin and other digital currencies as legal property. The National Tax Agency concluded in December 2017 that cryptocurrency earnings should be classified as miscellaneous income and investors should be subject to the appropriate taxation. The Financial Instruments and Exchange Act and the PSA both underwent recent regulations that became effective in May 2020. The changes increase limits on managing users' virtual funds, changed the term virtual currency to crypto assets, loosened rules on dealing in crypto derivatives. The PSA is now able to regulate cryptocurrency custody service providers who don't buy or sell crypto assets, whereas the FIA is now able to regulate Bitcoin derivatives enterprises. South Korea. Cryptocurrencies are not regarded as legal cash in South Korea, and exchanges, while legitimate, are subject to a rigid regulatory framework. Taxation of cryptocurrencies is ambiguous in South Korea because they are neither regarded as money nor as financial assets, hence trades are currently tax-free. However, the Ministry of Strategy and Finance has stated that it is thinking about taxing profits from cryptocurrency transactions and intends to make a tax announcement in 2022. China. In 2013, the People's Bank of China outlawed the handling of Bitcoin transactions by financial institutions. In 2017, the PBOC took this prohibition a step further by outlawing ECOs and domestic cryptocurrency exchanges. It should come as no surprise that China does not view cryptocurrencies as legal tender and that it has strict cryptocurrency regulations. The Chinese government decided that cryptocurrencies have the status of property for the purposes of determining inheritances under an amendment to the Civil Code that will take effect in 2020. India. In India, cryptocurrencies are not recognized as legal cash, and the future of exchanges is uncertain as new legislation are being thought upon. Although the tax treatment of cryptocurrencies is not yet clear, Finance Minister Bhagwat Karad suggested in February 2022 that a 30% tax might be applied to Bitcoin transactions. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom has taken a methodical approach to cryptocurrency rules. Although there are no particular cryptocurrency rules in the UK, exchanges must be registered and cryptocurrencies are not regarded as legal tender. Cryptocurrencies cannot be compared to traditional investments or payments due to their unique identity, according to a brief from HMRC on the tax treatment of cryptocurrencies, and their taxability is dependent on the actions and parties involved. Cryptocurrency gains or losses, however, are subject to capital gains tax. Switzerland. Cryptocurrencies and exchanges are legal in Switzerland, and the nation has taken a remarkably progressive position on regulating them. Cryptocurrencies are regarded as assets by the Swiss Federal Tax Administration, which means that they must be disclosed on annual tax returns and are subject to the Swiss wealth tax. The European Union. Although cryptocurrencies are generally regarded as lawful throughout the European Union, each member state has various laws governing cryptocurrency exchanges. Cryptocurrency taxation varies as well, however many member nations impose capital gains tax at rates ranging from 0 to 50% on profits made using cryptocurrencies. The Court of Justice of the European Union declared in 2015 that VAT should not apply to exchanges of fiat money for cryptocurrencies. The EU's fifth anti-money laundering directive, which went into effect in January 2020, brought cryptocurrency fiat currency exchanges under the jurisdiction of EU anti-money laundering laws and mandated that exchanges conduct KYC/CDD on their customers and adhere to standard reporting requirements. The 6th AMLD directive went into effect in December 2020, tightening cryptocurrency compliance requirements by including cybercrime on the list of predicate offenses for money laundering. Malta. Malta has adopted a fairly progressive stance toward cryptocurrencies, establishing itself as a leader in the regulation of cryptocurrencies worldwide. The government of Malta acknowledges cryptocurrencies as a means of exchange, a unit of account, or a store of value despite the fact that they are not considered legal cash in the country. Malta presently does not impose a particular cryptocurrency tax and does not apply VAT on exchanges of fiat money for cryptocurrencies. Estonia. Estonia has liberal and creative cryptocurrency rules, especially when compared to other EU member states. The Estonian government views cryptocurrencies as value reflected in digital form, rather than as legal currency. As a result, it designates them as digital assets for tax purposes while exempting them from VAT. Strong new laws for cryptocurrency enterprises operating in Estonia were imposed in 2017 under the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorism Finance Act. Bangladesh. Bangladesh's connection with cryptocurrency is murky. Transactions in cryptocurrencies are officially prohibited, and under the nation's money laundering and terrorism funding legislation, they are subject to up to 12 years in prison. There haven't been any reliable reports of any convictions relating to the use of cryptocurrencies, but the country has proposed a new blockchain policy signaling a warming towards cryptocurrencies and virtual assets. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.